Good evening, Free Enterprise, and welcome to another Highway to the Zemus Zone 4 matchup. We have match 2 against Fried Potato versus xalde. I'm Bad Karma, and I am up here in the booth with Night Dew. We've got Escorian on the restream, Neon Gray doing the tracking. Night Dew, are you ready to look at these kitty cat objectives?
I am absolutely ready. I have two at my house right now. They rule my life. I do not own it anymore, so I am definitely on board with these objectives here. So anyway, what we do have is we've got some we've got some potatoes on the left here, and I'm trying to if I'm looking at it right, if there's a spoiler because they're both on their naming conventions here. Looks like xalde may have marked Rydia as their hero, so hey, I am totally on board with that.
Yeah, Rydia Hero is an interesting start. She's really powerful in this flag set, with the change to Leviathan being a tier 5. So can find Leviathan really easily in the shop to get her online and make her really useful to the party.
Oh, absolutely, and this flag set has definitely been a little more interesting here. Especially just the change of having a moon boss almost guaranteed in that Bahamut slot there. Definitely kind of want to see the other objectives here. That just like my cat are taking up the objectives here. This is game 2. xalde did take game 1 here, so this is a do or die territory for Fried Potato here tonight as well.
Yep, best 2 out of 3. So xalde can punch his ticket into the round of 32 with a win here tonight. Fried Potato plan to stay alive to move on. We'll have to try and force a game 3.
Yep, absolutely, and I'm. Okay, so Scorian is going to tell us that the actual objectives here are Dwarf Castle. So as soon as we get underground, that thing's live, and Sealed Cave, which it needs a Luca key, which is usually terminal, and there we go. Okay, yeah, I'd take a moment to actually read all his character naming convention there, and the Edward with a bunch of dots in his name. So hey, I'm actually kind of happy with that there.
It's been really interesting, as always, the naming schemes that our runners come up with. It's different every time for a lot of people, so it's been really fantastic to see what we get as we get going here.
So we have a radio hero. Our routing is really going to kind of matter on who our second character is here, as she does unfortunately start with just 30 hit points and 10 magic points, which isn't really about enough to do anything here. You're probably going to want to get to that Leviathan orb as soon as possible, which, depending on who you get, and that's Tella. So no real offense here. You're gonna need some items to get you moving around. There's a hook. So you're gonna be wanting to looking for that Leviathan orb anyway, and well, that's a gated shop over there in Cave Eblin, and a lot of treasure chests. And I would be very surprised if our runners did not veer over that way fairly quickly.
Yeah, that would be if I was running this. That'd be definitely my first spot. Try and get as many trap chests or many chests as you can. There's only one trap chest in the cave. Really easy to find. Really easy to kind of reset out. Get that character as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see our runners heading that way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we can't see another Rydia because the hero cannot be duplicated in the seed. We can't get any duplicate characters anyway, so all we really need to do is dodge a Tella. But I mean, who do you really want to see here? Do you want to see a Cecil? Do you want to maybe grab a Palom? Get those mage strats off the ground. Who are you hoping for on this hook route?
I think definitely a Sid is probably a really good complement for this team. You can find a lot of good weaponry for him to really just bop his way through the overworld. Palom, another good choice. Kane, another good one. It's a gated character. Ninja, anybody?
I do love ninjas. Now, Fried Potato did give us a check here, and an actual pretty good check as it was there. Did find a Lunar Sparkle. Was not the one we were looking for, but does know that any other Lunar Sparkles cannot be that pale dim, so If Friedghoughtheightteeau does find a few more lunar sparkles out there that don't happen to be that wyvern, does know to check Pale Dim off the list already, as Waterfall cannot be that wyvern.
Yep, we do have 2 boss hunts going on here. We've got a wyvern, we've got a Demus lurking out that can hold a key item. So getting these early boss checks knocked out and mapped out is really good play here.
Yep, and xalde is gonna just save the check for later here, is gonna get the information about that Pale Dim being in there, gonna get your hopes up, be like, hey, is wyvern in a free spot? And Pale Dim's like, nope, just me.
Now, an interesting play here would be maybe do Hobbs before the hook, just because you can go up the west side and get that summon for Rydia.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a thing. The Hobbs flag is on, and yeah, you can even check the treasure chest over there with your exit mage Tella. Taking the boss there, I mean, you can take a look at the character before engaging it there. Again, these two, right now, as they stand, don't have a lot of power between them, unless they find some good J items here. Rydia needs some levels. Oh, hi, Catclaw. That's good for a potential Yang out there.
Or, this is a really good spot to see Leviathan show up with the limited number of items that are tier 5. Hey, and there's 2 orbs.
And there are 2 Leviathan orbs. We get the double tier 5 item here, as 2 are guaranteed. Both runners going to be fairly happy to see that. I believe I just saw ninja hats there, Gungnir Lance samurai arrows.
And a charm rod
there. Yeah, great finds here. And just because of that, now, mind you, they're going to be yeah, I can talk today. They want to probably find that character, hit the save point, although xalde is yellow in these chests pretty hard here. No fear Staleman so far, and is getting a little lucky here. But you might want to roll through and stop pressing your luck in a little bit, because the Staleman are going to send you right back to start Silent Staff. There's Palom, and we have an Asura to contend with at the hook spot.
I'm really hoping that this is a hook right now. Asura can be mighty rude in that spot. It's a ton of HP that you've got to chew through. And if we're going to be stuck with all mages, you're going to have to do a little bit of grinding to get up to a point where Asura is, not as scary.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is we do have a starting care package of Star Veils. However, Asura's definitely the outlier there, is because if you do want to get Reflect on her, you're probably going to have to either burn a wall from Tella to drop a Star Veil on there, or you're going to have to burn 2 Star Veils, which you really don't want to do because we can't buy J items at all.
Yep, not going to see any J items in the shop, so got to be real stingy with our Star Veil use. I doubt we see this hook route before Tella can cast Wall, though, which will really make up for, having to use that.
Yeah, with this party, I would definitely lean, unless we find like Bahamut in a chest or something, or on a trap chest or something. We're definitely going to want as much spell power as we can on these 2 kids here, especially for because Reflect strats. That's a Sylph Orb. That's nice to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sylph Orb is really big. That's a nice starter summon for Rydia. But with all the money that we're finding here in this cave, all these items, I don't think we're going to be leaving Cave Evelyn without a Leviathan.
It would definitely be my priority buy, even above like charm rods and other things there. If just because as soon as Rydia gets 50 MP, Rydia can just start Leviathaning most things off the map, unless they happen to be named, like Valvalis or something.
I actually think right there, xalde just got a 40,000 chest, so I think that should cover Leviathan.
Yeah, I think that was 4,000, but either way, I mean, still 1/10 of the way there with some of the money that we've been picking up here. Sell prices are good here, so xalde has looted out pretty much completely. I did see like a wizard shirt in there, couple other items. Not entirely sure the sell value of it all here. Did get a Boreas, which is actually pretty huge for a starting boss fight if we find something on Hobbs that we can kind of take care of here. Just the ninja hats there. Yeah, the charm rod is big, but again, like we said, I'm buying bows and ammo here. Actually, we didn't see a heroine robe in there or anything, did we? That we missed?
No, but this could just be preparing for potential rude fights that are out there. Those Baron guards, they could be weak to those mute arrows. Even that Asura later on could be weak to them. So just making sure that has a bow and arrow available.
True, and yeah, those mute arrows are actually great against the Sura there, but we are going to be back through later, and there is the Leviathan by, and another Leviathan by, as both of our tiny summoners here now can call a Sea Dragon.
Yeah, and this video is really set up for success. Leviathan to do the wave clears, and then Sylph to take care of like any weird single target. CPU is a good one as well, because it can go right through that wall. So this video is really set up really nicely to be the hero of the sea.
Yep. Now we're just going to find a magma key somewhere on the blue planet and make all of that preparation for a Sora a little less of a thing here, but. Again, Leviathan, Sylph, just need to get her some of her caster gear, and she's all ready to go here. But it does look like both of them are beelining Mount Hobbs here, especially for that XP, because this... I'm going to go to Antline here. Because Palom will actually be kind of ready to go in the scope of one boss fight he will have at least. Oh, there's a black shirt, too. There's... I mean, we're looking for Black Mage caster gear, and it's got the same wisdom boost as a sorcerer robe there, so it's kind of some of the best body armor you can find, and there is pain and some percentage of a leg.
Oh, leg. Yeah, and this is one of those situations where you're hoping for specific items, and the seed definitely giveth, because we are getting all of the good mage gear here in these free chests.
Yep. Most importantly, that Boris we just mentioned, perfect place to go drop that on Leviathan there. Get your 4300 XP, get Paloma spells, get Rydia. That should actually get her straight to over 50 MP, so Leviathan will be an option as well now. So we're hitting the ground running now.
Yeah, and this is going to make the overworld just go really smooth now. We've got a hard-hitting Kane. We've got Palom with level 2 spells. You know, Leviathan cast is going to one-shot most everything here. These runners are going to be probably on easy street unless something is particularly rude.
Yeah, it does make me sad that we are employing exit and going off the wrong side of ordeals when we could. I mean, the damaging summon really isn't going to be huge here, but if you could pull like an Asura off of that Hobbs check there, that's kind of like the last thing you really want or need for this Rydia here. We did get that Dwarf Axe in there to back row our melee fighters as well, and I know the question's been asked in the stream earlier today, but are you Team Ogre Axe or are you Team Poison Axe?
Ogre Axe for sure. I love equipping a shield, especially if you can give me an Aegis shield, which is also the best shield in the game. That's right.
That is a very good answer, actually. I am also on Team Ogre Axe.
Poison axes are great for two things: hitting a couple of ogres or beating Soul.
Yep. Anyway, we are down 2 moon bosses now, as here's D-Lunars and... Oh yeah, this is the first place Xalde's been, so we're down to Fire 1 here. Friedghoughtheightteeau gonna have a much easier time with this. Palom will have Fire 2. I don't think he's rested, so really probably still only has 10 MP, but one good Fire 2 from Palom should be enough to see away these dragons here. Or, you know, you could just toss Tier 2s. That worked too.
Yeah, we do also have fire arrows, so it's really interesting number of different ways that this could be tackled, but I think we're just cycling around to Palom, and Fire 2 is going to take care of this. And dueling D-Lunars, and both of them go down at the same time.
Yep, bet you we'll have dueling exit spells too.
Tower key, really nice pickup here. You know, it's always nice to be able to just one-shot the tower, get both checks out of the way. So no keyless tower runs here tonight. Could see maybe the Penguinator special of just doing the tower key and not go all the way up.
Maybe, but with 4 necessary key items in terms of Luca, Legend, Adamant, and the Darkness Crystal, I don't think we're as likely to see that here yet. But the big thing about having that tower key, especially on a hook route, is you're totally going to spy that boss on the top of the tower and be like, well, do I really want to go after whatever it is or not? I mean, hey, we see Val up there. We might let it by. Actually, though, with this team, actually, Val, that is one of the spots where you can hit her with magic, so I might just eat those words, actually.
I always forget which spots I can and can't hit her with magic. So this party would definitely be looking for Val there. Oh, hello, Vigan.
Vigan, do we have an ability for you?
It's called Meet My Sea Dragon, who will just wave at you. Xalde, though, getting through, keeping the Boreas because Xalde's Palom has Ice 2 already. So that could be a really useful item later on. You never know if you might need that extra, wave clear depending on if we run into an alt gauntlet on ordeals. We're not going to have enough Leviathan cast to get through all that.
True. I mean, at that point, you're probably leaning more on your Palom anyway at that point with tier 2 spells. But, yeah, Viking gets washed away into the briny deep. And we get a rat tail for our trouble. Hey, is that starting hook's paying off already?
So there can be hook routes that give key items because I haven't experienced that lately.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to handle this.
Well, I mean, this party here, I do kind of want to, like, at this point, I am thinking, oh, hi, Olamos, you're nice. But I'm definitely kind of thinking my head is definitely turning towards the Baronin at this point. I want to know who's there. I want to know who my last character on this potential hook route is. And then if I just happen to be... And if I happen to get presented with a darkness crystal, I want to be like, well, am I going to be in a position where I can go straight to the moon? Now, with this party, do not recommend whatsoever, but...
There is nothing wrong with the 3 key item D machine grind.
True.
I mean, there's a lot of things that, you'd rather be doing than a 3 key item D machine grind.
Literally anything. Now, mind you, I may be talking just personal opinion here, and more that my D machine game is middling at best. Let's be real here. I would rather do almost anything than D machine grind, but I will do it.
But we have been seeing a lot, especially with these early tellas. We've been seeing darkness crystals come at us from a lot of different ways. So it'll be really interesting to see when our runners decide to take their grind, whether it's a D machine, whether it's Mac Giant, whether it's a number of the other assorted grinds that could be available. It's really been refreshing to see how our runners are tackling these seeds to get their levels for Zeromus.
Yep, so we are going to see our rat tail turn in here. No, unfortunately, he does not want a cure tool, but he is going to hand over a Luca key, which normally we've grown at, but that's objective number 5 territory right there. So, hey, thanks, guy.
Yep, required for this seed. I mean, maybe not hard required, but definitely really good. And it's also a boss check, so could have Wyvern working on down there for the double.
It absolutely could. And what do we love more than anything? A required seal cave? I love it.
Oh yeah, ruin all those doors on your way down that you can't even use for a grind later. Just fantastic to have a hard required seal cave. But Fried Potato is going to be our first one heading up ordeals, though. And so we're going to get a look at these 3 bosses. And we have the Sea Hero flag on, so Rydia will have to take the fight in the changing room all by herself. Not going to be a big deal since we've got Leviathan and Sylph on our hands, though.
Yeah, I'd say with those 2 summons, she is well equipped to dealing with anything in there. Speaking of well equipped to deal with things, that's a turtle, and in a place where I really like seeing a turtle because his hit points are 3,000 here, and his physical attacks are non-existent.
Absolutely. If you're going to run into the Dragon Turtle, you definitely want to do it in one of these early spots. We'll have dueling waves possibly here. Nope, just...
And then possibly we really don't want to see all Gauntlet at Sealed K, because I don't know how many casts of Vampire I can sit through on this playthrough here.
That is one of the worst gauntlets, not just for the vampires, but you can't even clear it with Quake. Hello.
I'm not sure if we've mint chocolate here, but well, the question is, does Potato still have 50 more MP so we can throw Leviathan at Leviathan here?
I believe so, actually. Oh, 51.
Yep, just enough.
Wylam, I am all for that. Ogopogo in the changing room, please.
I would say that would be an interesting challenge there, but the thing is, even at that point, Rydia's Sylph will out-heal the Blaze counter, and Neon, yes, the Rat Tail or Luka Key was picked up by Xalde.
I just want to. Hey, there's a white mage.
That is absolutely a white mage. And speaking of bosses you want to see in certain locations, that's Odin, exactly where you want to see him, at a place where a 400 hit point damage race is not a thing to anybody.
Yeah, even Tella with the lit one is making short work of that. Antlion, however.
Antlion away from its normal natural moon habitat. Not sure what's going on there.
Not a huge threat. While very punchy, is gonna be meeting the same fate as most of our other overworld bosses, getting the Leviathan in the face. That's a Baron key for Fried Potato, though.
That's actually kind of a huge pickup there, because that's probably going to take Fried Potato straight to Baron, route in the inn, and then probably just hit the waterway on the way. So, yeah, that's a great thing to hit there.
Yeah, that's just some one less backtrack that Fried Potato is going to have to do versus Xalde, because Xalde would have to go all the way to Ordeals, then all the way back to Baron. Not that big of a time sink there, because it's still a check that you do, but just a little routing thing that's going to favor Fried Potato.
Yep, unfortunately, even if had Rydia done 1,000 damage there, which is what this slot has, Dark Elf was going to see too. Oh wow, that's hook route averted. We don't need to worry about the Asura anymore, because there's a Magma Key in the Baron Inn, so yeah, no need for that anymore.
So you know how I said that the routing was, going to be in Fried Potato's favor? That's a little out the window now, because Xalde could just go underground and start getting some of those checks out of the way.
Yeah, it is. Now, mind you, if there are, now we did, and to be fair, I accidentally was not paying nearly enough attention there, so I'm not sure what exactly handed over our first key item there in Baron, but that's still 2 other checks where Wyvern could be. Another character, in case you're not happy with this group here as is, or kind of whatever else have you at that point. Because honestly, if I see an edge at Baron, I am binning that Tella, I'm taking a Ninja, and I'm going to steal Sirens.
Yeah, it's really interesting too, because I would honestly be perfectly happy with this team, getting him up, getting him leveled, and probably taking it to Zeromus. I mean, this is 2 black mages, a white caster. I'd prefer maybe Rosa if I could find her, but
yeah, that's the thing there. The one bad thing about that is, given Rydia's status as hero here, Slingshot is absolutely off the table.
Oh, just for her, we could still sling the twins.
Yep, nice black belt in the pot there, though.
Yeah, both runners doing some very thorough looting, making sure, they are both actually probably have the same tools to handle this seed as the other. So it's really refreshing to see the similar looting style of these 2 runners.
Yeah, we do see a little bit extra power from Ordeals there, as Kain is able to one-shot Odin, and is going to probably have not nearly as much now up. And then I say that, and Rydia gets bonked down. But that Paladin knows virus already, so...
Yeah, Paladin's got virus. He's not scared of the earth-dwelling antlion. He is only scared of moon-dwelling antlions.
And To be fair, if you're not scared of moon-dwelling antlions, I don't know what you're honestly scared of, because those moon-dwelling antlions are pretty scary.
Yeah, they are. And as our runners are retracing their steps, do also want to do a shout out to our restreamer Escorian, who rolled this seed. Our tracker, Neon Gray, making sure our buttons are lit up, making sure that keeping Night Dew and I up here in the booth very honest, knowing what we do and don't know. And also want to thank Night Dew for joining me in the commentary. So far, our runners putting on a good race for us to sit and talk about.
Absolutely, and yeah, definitely a lot of thanks to our restream team here. Now, the big question is, if you're Fried Potato, you just got that Baron key. You know you have a Magma key. I mean, I peeked the shops anyway, but you just go hit that waterway right now anyway.
I think I would be really tempted to go in there, even though we got the Magma key and it's a longer check. It is also still, like you said, 3 boss checks and 2 if you remember who gave you, because I don't. So it'll be very tempting to dive in there.
Yep. Now, Potato is not doing that. However, I did notice that Fried Potato, even with that Forum in the party, it did just drop 20k on picking up an Asura there.
Very interesting. Turns Rydia into a white mage 2 out of 3 times.
Turns Rydia into a really good white mage 2 out of 3 times. Is honestly, so long as you don't hit the gray face there, basically, she is even going to, on most of the time, on the human face, heal like about 3,000 of the group, and on the other one, heal about 5,000 of the group. So she can top off people like a fully leveled Sid or Yong at that point.
Yeah, and I have found the secret to getting the correct face for Asura is always to not wish for the face that you want,
but the face that you need.
No. You just gotta sit there and say, if you need that life for the entire party, you definitely want to wish for the cure 3 face, but you're not gonna get the one that you want for sure.
Yeah. All right, so Fried Potato, first one underground, as xalde picks up that Baron key and faces the same decision now and is heading straight for the Fey March freebie, which I do like here actually.
Check your freebies, check your objectives. I would not be surprised if we get one of the, can't remember how many sirens you started with, but definitely would not be surprised to see a siren pop, get Palm to get Quake.
Yeah. Now the silly thing is, we're a Darkness Crystal away from go mode right now.
Yep, we are. We still would have to find Forge or a Wyvern.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know why I thought we had 3 already filled in here.
It's because we've had so many races where Wyvern is just like hanging out in the waterfall, but we also haven't checked Miss Cave yet.
True. Miss Cave is still available here, and I would definitely absolutely peek both bosses down here while you're at it.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, there's the best shield in the game.
That is a very nice shield there.
And Kane is wielding an Ogre Axe right now, I believe, for our runners, so...
Yep, I don't see him really moving off of that Ogre Axe. Maybe a Rune Axe for hitting certain weaknesses, but honestly, unless I'm swapping weapons to hit a weakness there, yeah, that Ogre Axe is going to stay on until I find like a defense sword or a white spear or, something better than that.
Looks like Fried Potato is going to give us a look at these bosses down here. Leviathan and Asura Spot, 2 of the ruder boss fights. If Wyvern's lurking here, that could be a little scary.
Yep. No, those are 2 things which are going to stay right exactly where they are.
That is one of the oddest couples I've seen, though.
Yep, that is a Pain Man in the Asura slot and Octomam in the. We're doing a overworld an overworld reunion tour here. Cecil making up with the Octomam after unfortunately having to kill him in the vanilla game.
Yeah, that is neither of those 2 fights are something that I'd be words. Neither of those are 2 fights that I would really be interested in.
Oh no, not at all. Maybe the only way I would be interested in that DKC fight if I were, if I had 30 more levels on all my characters, and my party consisted of a Yang or Sid who could just eat all 3 dark waves, and hey, free item at that point.
And Fried Potato went ahead, dropped the siren, used Leviathan to clear it out, is getting all the levels now, slingshot on the Porum.
Most importantly, we did see the learned Quake there, so I do have a little kind of mental metric here in terms of when I'm ready for Dwarf Castle, and if I had Pelham in my party, Quake is definitely the, okay, yeah, we're good.
I have a similar metric as well. So Quake can make really short work of Dwarf Castle, can also make really short work of the tower too, especially Quake and Leviathan. As long as you get some ethers, which, well, we only have one, but...
And we are validated. Our temp job dwarf today, hey, Poison Axe there, is a bank manager.
Yeah, when you really need to just save, all your coins from magma, the bank manager is the one that you really want to, have in your corner.
Yep, it is not selling that Poison Axe, so Fried Potato could be thinking Mac Giants right now still, actually.
Yeah, it would be an interesting way to go about it, depending on who a 5th character is that we may find. And it looks like maybe Fried Potato could be checking Dwarf Castle out, going in the back way to at least get the healing pot.
Yep, I don't think I saw either of them pick up any kind of camping yet, so unless they picked up some out of boxes, then even then I probably want to see that moon. So yeah, hitting the free convenient heal pot there.
Yep, and it looks like Fried Potato is gearing up to go into this into Dwarf Castle. 2 bosses, about 40,000 XP if he can get through them. 8,000 HP in the first fight, 3,000 HP in the second fight. I think this party has what it takes to get through here.
Oh, absolutely, and the equipping with what I see have been given to the characters here. Unless it comes off really punchy really early here, or, is named Valvolus, our runner should have no problem. Those are just Dark Imps, which do actually fit the punchy role, but our back roadcasters should live long enough to send the big stuff their way.
It could be elements.
Oh, it is elements, actually.
I've made that mistake before. Peeking as like, oh, it's just a red robe, and then I run into dark imps later. It's like, oh, that was the wrong red robe.
Oh yeah, and to be fair, I've totally been faked out by it, and I was just faked out by it again, and I will be faked out by it later in life, I am sure.
But yeah, this is another good instance where Leviathan is just gonna clean house.
Yep. And it's a good thing, too, because that jump did get you all the way to Rubicant there, and when you're fighting elements, that is actually the worst phase of it to hinge on, just because Rubicant has so many multi-target, goes like Fire 2, Fire 3, Glare, just straight up immediately, and you don't want to sit in the Ruby slot for any kind of time at all there.
No, absolutely, and I've actually had a number of seeds get a little stonewalled by that, where just got to get through that Mylon and be ready to get through that Rubicon.
Yep. Hi. Speaking of Valvolus, but I do believe that is actually one of the other places in the game where you can hit. Oh, High Edge, which is absolutely huge. You do have Valvolus insurance with that cane there anyway. So yeah, unfortunately for her, she wandered into the wrong crystal room.
Yep. This Val thought that she had all the advantages into this world, and is finding out, no, not so much. So, Night Dew, do you like omelets?
I love omelets.
Do you like your omelet mixed with a little bit of dragon meat?
I mean, I'll try anything once.
I suspect that we have eggs in our future.
Oh yeah, with Tella taking a hike there in favor of that ninja there. Yeah, that is definitely the grind that is most likely to happen. Now, if I am Fried Potato here, I've got a party that is reasonably punchy right now, and I can sit on this because I've got 6 key items right now, pending the 7th one coming out of Dwarf. I've got 2 more checks in the tower, 1 more check on the Luca key, and Sheila 1 still in my pocket here. And might try to sit for that double XP on 10 key items, especially if a pan comes down.
I would absolutely agree with that assessment. We have, we still have an objective that is very doable with this party. We have 2 more key items sitting in the tower. There's the twin harp to get us to 7.
There is a twin harp to get us to 7, and since it still counts as the key item, we will not throw it in the rubbish as it belongs. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to summon Asuka to just jump in and get angry at me for saying something like that. I really don't believe that.
that is one thing, ZZ, Fabul Gotland, words. Lally Holy had the harp as one of the required objectives, and we're seeing here in Highway to the Zemus Zone 4 the polarization of the harp check. Many want to fade it, many love it.
Nice hat there, by the way, in Lower Babel, as Fried Potato was looking for any kind of theft here, is going to get right in there and does have the best character here to help Edge steal Sirens, and that is Porum there with that cry command. And unfortunately, that was Iridia just targeting said Porum with a virus and then saying, wait a minute, I need her, targeting a life potion back onto her.
Wrong twin. Yeah, not base level Edge, but this Edge is not fully leveled quite yet to get the consistent steal off. So unfortunately, with the way that Cry is programmed, it's programmed incorrectly to increase Edge's steal rate in the game. So that is why we are seeing it happen here instead of, and he doesn't have any room.
Oh, yeah. So just, I guess you do kind of need that for theft as well here, and did throw that 1 Cure 2 away to remove that, so is going up for Cry now, and is going to be buffing that stealing rate. So then question is, if you're Fried Potato, how many Sirens are you stopping at?
It really depends on if you're going to do it now or if you're going to do it after 10 key items. I think if you steal 15, then you're committing to holding off on the grind until you get 10. So I think we'll just have to, somebody in chat can keep counting, because I can't.
It makes a little bit of sense to me, because if I am paying more attention to the crying child in front of me, I'm probably a little less apt to notice the person going through my pockets.
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense from a headcanon standpoint. The issue here is that's a robot with a giant eye on the front.
Well, yeah, it's got a giant eye in the front. It's paying attention to that forum, saying, what's going on here? Why is this child crying? Does not compute.
We don't know what. Maybe it's got another one on the backside. I mean, it's weird, but it's a robot. It can process both ends.
Yeah, true. I mean, at least if it was programmed correctly. I mean, this is the tower that Dr. Luge is in, and we all know how well that went, because I believe Balnab punches him first still.
Yeah, things in the tower are very well programmed and built.
There you go. Pushwall's got it. The alert is confused because it seems to be hearing another different alert.
It makes sense, it's like, I don't need to summon anything. Somebody else is already summoning something. I don't need to do this.
Alright, I think that was roughly we're roughly at 10 or 11 here. And seems to want to be going a little further, because Porum is trying to deploy bonks to get her off of the turn order here. So definitely cleaning up on these Sirens here.
Yeah, the key is here now. Does Fried Potato have a Thunderfall?
I do not know. All I know is both edges only have short swords, and Xalde is going straight for Seal Cave, and actually, I need to look at that party because that Tella is still in Xalde's party. I believe as all the casters, I believe may have been Kane there.
Yeah, I don't think Xalde took the edge.
No, I think he took the edge. I think Kane went to the bench.
Oh. That's
interesting, yes.
That is interesting. I mean, Tella still does provide a lot of utility, not so much in the Zeromus fight, but still has a lot of uses throughout the siege.
Yep. Yeah, still has a lot of uses throughout the siege, but yeah, I'm interested to see. That'll be a question I do ask him in the post-race breakdown here. Now, Fried Potatoes is stealing the entire treasury worth of sirens from this alert, because this edge is just...
Yeah, I don't know how many he's got, and I'm assuming he's counting.
I mean, part of me wants to say enough, but do you ever?
I mean, you can only... Oh, here, we're going to get a check. He's up to 30.
Wow, okay.
Nothing to dart, though.
Nothing to dart, nothing to equip. Oh, except for some boomerangs, which, hey, I mean, oh, there's a longsword.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Gonna get Paladin up.
Oh, yeah, I would
or
get,
Rydia.
Yeah, I would get characters up here. I did see them both buy.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, Leviathan might not be the answer there either, because again, these alerts have some rather strong amounts of magic resist. Now, I was looking that way, did not see what Xalde picked up out of that room there. Does find dolls and well, this is an objective, so I guess it really doesn't matter here, but...
Oh yeah, still. And dolls here is actually really great. It's not a ton of experience, but it's very doable for, a Quake Leviathan combo. Oh, it was a strength ring, it looks like.
It was a strength ring, yeah. I didn't see it come up on the key item there. Here's the thing, though. That is probably the worst... That's the worst thing to draw out there. That's a Chimera, and I didn't see that Leviathan do all that much damage, which it really wasn't going to do, because, again, those alerts have a ton of magic defense.
All right, round 2. Let's see how we can get this edge through here.
I'd say best option would actually be to pick Kane up and just have him jump at it.
Could dart the short sword, but...
Yeah, that would also be a thing there. Or at least put that boomerang on, because I'm 99% sure that that edge is not back road yet.
No, he is not for sure.
Okay. Yep, okay, there's Kane. Kane has dealt with the eyeball, and now Edge just needs to deal with this Chimera. There you go. There's 30 sirens worth of grind right there. That's an objective for Xalde, and that's an Earth Hammer that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, might be tempted to take it just to sell, but we have a number of things here to just, toss out of our inventory. The inventory boss already given Fried Potato enough fits for the day, so now we got enough spots.
Yep. Now gonna head out, probably gonna pick the party up, and I would just, I mean, you picked that many sirens up, I guess you are heading straight to, maybe the pot to pick up your MP there, but it is going straight to, I mean, you only have 15 MP on that Rydia, and I'm 99% sure, okay, I gotta use the 10 for some of it, but yeah, I'm 99% sure Quake and Leviathan are going to be Fried Potato's main tools in killing these eggs.
Yeah, I would agree as well. It'll just be interesting to see how high Fried Potato is going to go. Is he going to do the full, do all 30 sirens now, or is he just going to do a few, try and get some more key items? It'll be really interesting to see how many he does decide to do. Meanwhile, we've got Xalde, who has Objective 5 completed, is going to be heading to the tower. We'll see if he decides to steal sirens or if he's going to continue looking for 10 key items.
Might want to, not even checking chests on the way. Xalde is saying, I don't care about that right now. Says, I'm thinking key items here. I'm thinking tower. Let's just go up and see what we get here. And I actually do, like I said, I mean, we have that kind of part where we do believe where our party members are strong enough to take this on. So I do like this play. just saving it until we're gonna need it.
Yeah, and looking over there for Fried Potato, that virus was not strong enough to take it out. The dragon knows who is going to take him out and gets a hit in on Palin.
Yep, wasn't enough to take Talon down, and yeah, again, soon these characters are just going to be beefy enough where it isn't going to matter. That's a Lunar Sparkle in the Super Cannon room.
And there's the Wyvern.
Wow. A Wyvern that thinks he's plagued today.
So this is now an interesting situation. Xalde has 3 objectives down. If Darkness Crystal is on the way out of here, that could be Xalde's 10th key item.
That could be Xalde's 10th key item. That could be straight up go mode. Yeah, that's really huge here, and another reason to possibly just keep this grind off a little bit, because yeah, these eggs are definitely a correct play, but you definitely want to get that that double key item boost is really huge for.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Fried Potato wait until getting the 10 key items, especially having both Tower, Luca available as well. It's not a bad play though. Get the levels when you can get the levels.
Yep, and now we're about to see who's on top of the tower here. Again, with Wyvern off the board, with Wyvern and Val off the board, and Painman elsewhere. There's not much that scares me.
That
Evil Wall's annoying, but we do have 2 Blink casters on this team.
That is true. Technically, Fried Potato will have 2 Blink casters if he takes his levels all the way up.
Well, actually, yeah, Xalde did keep the Tello over there, so yes, does have 2 Blink casters, and again, it's really just going to be get this edge berserk, get this edge swinging, and everybody else chips in with Leviathans and Quakes otherwise.
Yeah, we're going to see the normal assortment of spells coming out here. Quakes, Leviathans, Blinks. Should be able to make pretty short work of this wall. It is moving pretty fast, it is moving pretty punchy, but I think Xalde's probably got this one in hand.
You know, the great thing about Evil Wall there is the only offensive action other than the counter petrify that it does and it crushes at the end is really after that. All it is doing is punching, and as Tellus demonstrated before the Evil Wall said enough of that, is just blinking that edge, and edge survives 2 more attacks without need of being babysat anymore.
Yep, and meanwhile, Fried Potato is still working through these eggs, making as many omelets as possible.
I mean, I do respect a good omelet.
What's the saying? You gotta crack a few dragon eggs to make a number of omelets.
I mean, to this fair, I'm not sure how many omelets feed your average dwarf, but I'm pretty sure you can just stop by Dwarf Castle there and breakfast for everybody on house.
Run it by the bank manager in Tamra first, though. He's gonna want to make sure to, double check the finance options for that.
Yeah, true. We throw some work over to our 10th job dwarf. Now you're thinking here.
Maybe he chooses a new profession once he sees all the omelets available.
True. I mean, he could be he could be a chef.
Oh no, I like to choose that that's a different job dwarf who showed up. It's like the bank manager called his buddy, the other job dwarf, which was a chef. This could be Final Fantasy 14. We don't know.
He called that, and then he called the entrepreneur dwarf, and that's a legend sword.
Okay, what if this is adamant on the way out here?
If this is adamant, they are technically not in go mode because then they still need to path the Zeromus. However, with that Rydia being our hero as well here, and it's actually yep, Xalde says, yep, okay, time to grab some sirens here.
Yeah, Xalde just doesn't want to come back.
Yep. Now, to be fair, that Forge, Rydia has one option and one option alone, and that is the Mist Whip, which is pretty much, as I like to call it, it is a Stardust Rod and a lightsaber duct taped together because it is a light elemental, high hits, 99 power weapon with a Stardust Rod's 15 wisdom tacked onto it.
Could you really ask for anything better?
Not for her, at least. I mean, I'd like to tape a crystal sword to that, but I mean, I'd like to tape a crystal sword to anything.
Yeah, and it looks like Fried Potato may have misclicked there, raised the airship.
Neon, I would not tape a crystal sword to my cat because I am pretty sure in the next, 2 minutes, I would be murdered by crystal sword that is taped to my cat.
I mean, 2 minutes? I would expect, within 5 seconds of that happening.
Yeah. I mean, she'd be playing, of course, and I couldn't even be mad at her then, but...
Would be really cute, you got slashed by the crystal sword and you're like, oh.
Yeah, my ghost would be just up there saying, aw, I can't be mad at you.
I mean, if I'm gonna go that way. I mean, that's definitely a way to go.
Oh, well, that's why we're taping those, we're gonna take the crystal sword to a claw.
I can see that in the headcanon.
Yep. I mean, that's my headcanon of how one of our April Fool's flags this year, the Omni-wielding one, just makes it out to be. But then again, the first thing I did with that was I took a Rosa and gave her a crystal sword and an Avenger and 3 heroine robes, and it was fun.
Absolutely. How could you not have fun in that situation? And Dodo, I'm pretty sure that all cats pretty much have Omnidextrous, enabled on them by default.
Yeah. Xalde, unfortunately, also getting the bad truth that Virus on alert does 1 damage.
Yep, we've got a berserked up edge though, who is back road.
Yep. He will get it done there, especially with this Quake coming in to deal with the monster that was summoned here. Now, we did only see the Earth Hammer on the bottom. This is the top chest, so Xalde's going to get a shot at the trap chest item pool here. So, anything better up here?
Could very well be.
I'm not mad at that. That's an hourglass too.
I don't hate it.
Now, the thing is, also, if this turns out to be the Adamant Rock, as you said, it does mean that either the Darkness Crystal is one of 2 places. It is on Sheila 1, or it is on an extremely cheeky Demus that we have not found yet. And I believe the only locations for that are its vanilla location to Miss K, which neither of them saw, or the one that everybody hopes for, Demus at Mega Sisters.
We also do have the Baron Key.
Oh, we do have the Baron Key. Yep, that Baron Key is just sitting there being, we all even have a Twin Harp. What am I even saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted it to happen. I just wanted people to think about a cheeky Demus.
Hey, cheeky Demus can be anywhere. We have seen one in this event where it was a required Demus at the Maggot Sisters. That was the underground access.
Yep. Out of that, I just really like saying cheeky Demus.
A lot of things in this game can be cheeky. There's the pan.
Well, that's useful. Unfortunately, the pan did bring the inventory boss along with it, so that's mildly unfortunate.
Handled excellently, though. No XP in that fight against the inventory boss, though.
No, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the inventory boss is set to escape no matter what you do to it, so unfortunately, it does live to fight another day.
Interesting mechanic for that boss, though, is really you just give it a whole bunch of items and it goes away.
Yep. And Fried Potato following through with this grind. I'm pretty sure that Palom up top was at level 49 here, so just a smidge away from coming up with those levels necessary to nuke here. Will make up time if just for the fact that nuke is a very fast spell here. That's an Artie bow from the Sylphs. That's kind of nice there, actually, but you'd be giving it to one of your mages at this point, and they're kind of already ground up. Now, mind you, Case Summon is off for the Highway to the Zemus Zone 4 here, so they're never going to fork out a key item.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Zalde going over to Mysidia real quick, saying, hey, camping sounds good. I'm going to pick up 10 cabins. But
yeah, not gonna...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, not gonna have to worry about running back to the dwarf shop. Can just, you know, refresh the party, get them up and going there right at the egg site.
Yep, looking for a few more equipment upgrades here. Those fine ogre axes, hey, those are nice, but we've already got plenty of those here, and doesn't even have the cane anymore. And is actually, oh, I see what's going on here. Zalde wants to make a character swap here, and says, Kane, I'm sorry, come back. We'll get rid of this old man.
This old man, he is done.
Look, Tella's got bingo at 5. And it's 440, and it's 455 somewhere.
Yeah, he needs his nap. You know, he's perfectly fine just sitting in that crystal room, marching in place, ready to go. And what's interesting now too is Zalde doesn't have to take his party to nuke. Just needs to, you know, get Porum to Cure 4 and a healthy HP.
Yep. And Sheila 1 is a stand ruby. I don't think we spied that bed, now that I think about it. So we don't know who's there, and honestly, I don't see Zalde taking anybody out of that bed, unless you really think, oh, there's a pass. So while not exactly a key item, it doesn't matter because Zalde has 10 now anyway. But that does leave our that is go mode. Oh no, not go mode. It's calm down. We still need to find an adamant or our darkness crystal for go mode. But that does mean adamant is go mode now. Is our moon haunted?
Yeah, I don't hate this check right here that Zalde's doing. Checking out the Sand Ruby character. 1, it's going to give him a full heal. And 2, if this is a Rosa, that is going to be a way better option to do a lower level strat than Porum. But if this is a Cecil, or a Yang, or a Duplicate Edge.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would take Rosa, and I'm probably with you on that one. I would probably take that Duplicate Cecil. I might be bending Kane to do it, but I'd do it. So now we are down to Baron Key, Twin Harp, and Cheeky Demus.
And we got the Mist Cave check here. Yep. I would not hate doing Harp right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think I still like Baron just a little bit more, and that might have been what Zalde's looking for. That was a cursed ring we just saw.
Yep, throwing the cat claws out the window there. Cursed ring is going to be really nice for this Rydia, especially if you don't plan on taking this party to nuke.
Yeah, and at that point, you're pretty much going to be leaning on your Kane and your Edge. But here's the thing about a Cursed Ring on Rydia. Guess who still full heals even with a Cursed Ring on?
Asura.
Asura totally full heals when you've got a Cursed Ring still.
Mist Cave is Mylon and friends. They're just gonna continue to dance. Now, Fried Potato's going to get through this fight down at the bottom Seal Cave a little bit faster due to having the levels, but it was the dolls, so you know, still going to just be one Quake and one Leviathan to get through here.
Yep, and I stand corrected. Xalde's going straight for this harp here. Oh wait, actually, there's a much better reason. You remember that whole thing about needing a full heal after walking through Sylvan Cave and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? Everybody's low hit points, and anybody who isn't being weighed down by lack of metallic equipment there is just one little small poke away from making Eddie play the music here.
Yeah, and if this is required harp for darkness or adamant, um, depending on when Fried Potato does it, that could just extend this lead that's all it has.
Yep. Now we did see Toad come out on the back ones, but I was about to say, when it comes down to it there, that Quake there should just one-shot the lot of them there. And part of me, I'm just going to say, I'm like, wait, why was all the equipment off of that cane? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He probably unequipped on the way out when giving them boot, and now he's back.
It's okay, Kane. You are a part of this party. We do want you.
But Kane also was not present for the... Oh, wait, he's weighed down anyway. But yeah, Kane was not present for the walk there. That's correct. I'm like, wait, why does Kane have 700 hit points still?
But we do have randomized music, so we will settle down here in the booth so that we can enjoy this rendition of DJ's Spoony B.
Indeed. What a weird place for an alt gauntlet.
I know, right? And don't that spot usually have like ridiculous magic defense too? And those spells were just ripping right through them.
Oh yeah, indeed it does. However, one thing about the alt gauntlet is no matter where it is, it does take the vanilla enemies there. So even with, and we do see a pink tail coming out of that. So unfortunately, it was a bust up here. So we do know that Baron, again, unless Cheeky D missed, has our moon access, or at least our path to moon access. Could be the Earth Crystal still. But even then, yeah, it's a pink tail, and hey, if it's an Avenger or some Hanzo Steel, we still love it. But yeah, it's not the progression that's all they wants here.
Yeah, and this is gonna, and while Zalde is making the right play here, going to Baron, Fried Potato still has the tower to do, so could just do the half tower special like we were talking about earlier, since we know that the top of tower is just the Legend Sword. So if you know, Darkness Crystal here, and if he does Cannon Room first.
Yep, and yeah, the Penguinator special would actually work there, but again, you're an hour 2 in, and you've had a pretty, I mean, the starting party notwithstanding, it has been a fairly easy way through this seed here. Just being able to magic everything out of your way here. So, Fried Potato through Baron, through those Dark Imps, our character is... you know, I never thought I would complain about having too many edges in a seed, but here we are.
This now qualifies as a triangle seed. Just because we couldn't take 2 of them, it still counts.
Yeah, it does here. So, again, we're about to see what is in the Baron trash can here, and also that Legend of Zelda 2 Adventure Link music. It takes me back to a time in my childhood when I was actually good at that game. I am no longer.
Wait, you can actually be good at Zelda 2?
I mean, I'm not like speedrun territory because those guys are nuts, but anyway, that's our Darkness Crystal, and that is a very interesting find for the right and wrong reasons here.
Yeah, so
because
yeah,
how I mean, it's, if I'm Fried Potato right now, I'm thinking about chasing that moon. I've got the levels, I've got the grind. Where's Wyvern? Let's go.
And it'll probably be an adamant go mode for Fried Potato if that's the case.
Yeah, except Fried Potato does not have that Legend Sword. Seeing the Moon Sparkle is thinking, oh yeah, I'm good here. No, wait, that's Plague.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that Legend Sword, that tower is gating 2 objectives.
Yeah, that tower is hard required. And unfortunately, Fried Potato's trajectory is straight at Mysidia, and here comes our Lunar Whale.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not gonna go well for Fried Potato, I feel like. But you know, he's got the levels. He could just go up and face check all the bosses.
I mean, that is what I would do here if I were Fried Potato, because I need 2 key items. And unless I'm just really rolling the dice on both of them being in the Ribbon Room, in which case I still have to come down. Now, mind you, I'm going to check Cave Bahamut first because our objective is up there, and we still need that. And I'm just hoping with everything I have, even though we know better in the commentary booth here, that I'm hoping Wyvern's up there.
And we do need to, you know, take into account Fried Potato's grind is done. Zalde still has to do 15 eggs. So this is not that bad yet. This is still could end up being a close race if Fried Potato can check these moon spots real fast and get back to tower and before Zalde finishes his grind.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a little bit of a tall order still, but yeah, that is definitely what needs to happen here. And I mean, even with this, it's going to be a Porum there. Yeah, like I said, if I think Elden stands the best here. At this point, with just being the Wyvern, the best strategy would just be to save up top, face check, Pale Dim, go down, save below, face check everything. Okay, it's not Wyvern. Get the heck off the moon. Xalde is going to give us the pink tail check here as well, now that I think about it.
Yeah, the only thing that would make me hesitate with the face check strategy is Fried Potato is still missing the package and the Earth Crystal, which is 2 bosses.
Yes, and might be checking for those there. Our pink tail does give us Baja Blast Mountain Dew there in the form of a Bahamut Orb.
This is really interesting with Xalde going to Cape Bahamut. Maybe, could be checking the lunar character first.
Yep, that's Kaipo Guards, and that is not, that's free.
It's officers, actually, because I think Kaipo was in Baron.
Yep, yeah, I mean, that's, officer soldier. I call them Kaipo Guards, but yeah, that's...
I hear guards, actually. You did say it right. I hear guards, and it's... I just think to the Baron guards.
I mean, to be fair, anytime I hear guards, I'm thinking Robin Hood Men in Tights, because it's just me and my guards! I don't know if you've seen that one, though.
I mean, we could... There's plenty of things here to bless. We could bless the seed. We could bless the runners.
We could bless that stone cast right there.
We can bless everything.
It did push Rydia to the nuke spell there, because I believe she was just a smidge away from it. But anyway, that is there. That is a samurai bow, which goes into the... If I just happen to get, Legend Sword Adamant, maybe I can sell it and grab some nice stuff at the Coco shop, not realizing that the Legend Sword is still, unfortunately, down on the blue planet.
Samurai bow as a key item check is the equivalent to getting samurai arrows.
None of them usually, but...
That's the item I always wish on runners when I'm watching them. It's like, I hope it's samurai arrows.
Anyway, is Ollie picking up that Bahamut Orb, as we are going to see which character is on the lunar throne that Fried Potato is 99% sure not to pick up. Even if it is, no, never mind, that's just a duplicate, never mind.
Well, I think it's safe to say that we've got a distinct 6 here.
Distinct 6, maybe? Well, I mean, we've got 3 character slots left. Unfortunately, there are ones we are likely not to see, as Xalde is marching towards grabbing that crystal here, and honestly, I don't see us seeing the back of the giant or the Earth crystal here.
I don't, and it looks like we are getting this dive in for a Fried Potato. We will see how he decides to go about this, if he's going to clear bosses or if he's just going to face check. Meanwhile, Xalde is running in to take out these guards.
Yep, I could see actually dropping one siren here, doing a little bit of pregame with that Hourglass 2 that was picked up earlier, and using that just to get a little bit ahead for this fight here, as you can just drop up a Hummin and a Quake on these guys and be done with them. Good, because they actually have some defense here, which most enemies in Free Enterprise you really don't see here, but these guys are pretty straight up resistance to a lot of things, including just hitting them in the face.
Not quite resistant to the Bahamas, though.
I mean, to be fair, almost nothing is resistant to Dragonfire.
No, but still.
Yeah. But anyway, that is a cool 120,000 XP. No life glitch here, unfortunately, as Fried Potato is diving to the bottom of the moon. Did not face check the Pale Dim slot, I believe, so unfortunately, I'm guessing may not be face check territory here. Is bumping Cure 3 to the top of the list there. Oh, is just going there for the guards fight still.
Yeah, he did not check the Mercs on my altar. I think that was just because he did not save. in between K value. Hey, there's a free fight.
That is a 100% free KQE, which Fried Potato wants to see a whole bunch of here. Just because anything you can get through extremely fast. I mean, hey, we haven't seen the Water Hag yet, I believe. We haven't seen what else is really free, honestly.
I think we've seen all the good free fights. We've seen
Yeah,
the Dark
we've seen all the good, yeah. Unfortunately, we have not seen a one of the time-consuming fights I can think of because Ha 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 is still at large.
CPU is still out there, I believe, as well. Ogo Pogo could be lurking.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of free fights, I guess Bahamut is still out there as well.
Oh, yeah, Bahamut is definitely out there. Yeah, worst case... I mean, I can't even call it worst case, because the worst case is coming up to the moon here. And that's only because we know that the tower is hard required. Oh no, there are two key items there. It's the package and the Earth Crystal. That is, yeah, and Nendota's asking, is Mistwhip the only Super Smith for Rydia? Yes, Mistwhip is the only weapon that is in the Super Smith pool for Rydia.
See, if I'm Fried Potato right now with what he's got in him and got his key items, I am face-checking these bosses and leaving.
Yep. Now the good news is, with all the power on this team, I mean, this is Bahamut here, and is basically, with this party here, with at least those two, firing up the nuclear oven and getting berserks onto my two melee characters as fast as we can. We're not dealing with walls. We're just going to be dealing with. Oh no, it's going to deal with walls there. But yeah, I would just say power overwhelming here is definitely the move.
Yeah, this is 24,000 HP. This is going to be made mincemeat out of the King of Summon Monsters.
Yep, Xalde is diving back down to the blue planet, and I would definitely say this is likely we are going to see Omelets round 2 here, this time from Xalde here, to get ready for Zeromus here.
Yeah, with the 120 XP from the dragons, doesn't need as many. Oh, ooh, this is good.
Oh, yeah, this is a smart play here, as these centipedes also need something we need to steal here. That's going to be, at least when it succeeds, is going to be a silk web here, which is, especially with when we can't keep an anchor completely down here, is what the best way is to get a leg up on the Zeromus fight here. I'd take 2, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi there.
That's exactly what Zalde's doing, is getting 2 silk webs.
Yep. And there's 2, and a little Kane's back to deal with that, and we are through.
That was Vanilla Ogopogo.
That was Vanilla Ogopogo, yeah. Okay. And Fried Potato says, okay, I'm face checking that, and that is absolutely the correct move.
Yeah, so this is interesting. So, if Potato continues to face check, can get to Murasame Altar after Crystal Sword. We just now have Xalde doing eggs. He's gonna have to do about 10 eggs, I think.
Yep. The one thing you do not want to see if you are Fried Potato right now is demist.
Right.
The Bahamut gave an apple. I'm like, the Bahamut spot was a samurai bow. No, the actual Bahamut, yes, was an apple. And of course, I am the first Fried Potato, because here is demist, and Fried Potato says, Fried Potato does the extremely wise thing here, and is just face checking. Says, okay, nope, done. So here's the thing. You are absolutely correct. If Fried Potato jumps down, checks paled him, says, nope, that's not it, and heads straight back down to the blue planet, hits that tower, because it's between, well, did pick up some extra checks in that Earth Crystal and package, unfortunately. But if Fried Potato gets down there and says, okay, I've got options to face check these bosses here. If Fried Potato goes straight to the tower as Xalde is still grinding, we've got ourselves a race.
Absolutely. And I think Fried Potato could actually be ahead if he checks this and goes and does the Penguinator special and does that cannon room first.
Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, I was thinking, okay, there's the pass, and was the reward for that also the pass?
It was from the pan. That was Sheila 2.
Oh, it's from the pan. Okay, so Sheila 2, so probably isn't gonna pick that. Does see Mega Sisters there, and is jumping back into the whale and is heading back to the blue planet. Okay, so Fried Potato making the absolutely correct play here of just face checking until you get to that wyvern. Now, is Fried Potato going to guess correctly here?
Yeah, does he do tower or does he do does he do the other tower?
Oh man, those are nerves right there. Just that little movement of the whale there. Just like, hey, what's oh man, I need to get this. I mean, I totally get. I would be shaking here too. Is dropping a save there just in case. Actually, that's probably really good because it might be. I am gonna check underground, and if this it fizzles out here, where am I going? Is driving? Oh no, is turning north.
Because he hasn't checked Harp yet either.
Oh yeah, that's true. But actually, could be. This is probably a. Hey, I found the Earth Crystal. And it comes down to the fact that I've got 2 bosses up here to face check. And I totally get why, because this was a Moonfound Earth Crystal, and I can't fault this because this is committing to your moon play, what you found up here.
Yeah, and the other thing too is he doesn't have to complete this.
True, he did leave that save down there. He does have to kill the Mega Sisters boss. Would get up there, probably denying both characters, and will reset out.
Meanwhile, we've got Xalde down to 7 sirens. Looks like the levels are getting there. Palom is maybe a level away if he's not already there. Porum needs a couple more. Rydia needs a couple more as well.
Yep. Now just hit, okay, it is making a separate save down there. And
boss number 1.
Boss number 1 is CPU, which to be fair with this team is Quake and Quake again, and you're done.
Right.
Or Quake and Leviathan, and you're done.
Yeah, 7,000 health. This is gonna go down real fast. See where we got here for Xalde. Rydia is just now getting weak, so I believe that's the last spell before Meteo before noon.
Oh
no, she gets nuked before Meteo.
Yeah, she gets nuked before Meteo, but I want to say it's like fatal before that because I thought weak was like 46. I'll have to look that up a little bit more here. Okay, that was Palom. And that's fatal. That's the one right before nuke. So Rydia needs pretty much one more level. So anyway, would you like an Edward?
We got Distinct 7.
We got Distinct 7. We're going to see Distinct 8. And I guess I'm a liar because I thought we would not see this check this seed here. And actually, we will see we'll see another thing here, and Xalde is, I believe that was nuke on Rydia there. And that's Yang, so we're up to Distinct 8 now. Unfortunately, the cat claws have long flown away from our runners' inventories here.
Yep, and it looks like Xalde is going to be doing a little bit of shopping. I'm not sure what he is looking for. Maybe ethers? Oh, Cure 3s.
Cure 3s, yep. Very good things to have here. Again, it's not a... I mean, it's been great preparation for Xalde here, and it should go pretty well. We did see Mylon Z, and Fried Potato is taking this fight. It's not a long fight, but it is taking this fight.
Yeah, this is a good cutscene, though, too.
Yep.
But we're starting to get some Z flags.
We are getting some Z flags here, so... I believe the question is whose kick are we butt tonight? Is that right?
Whose booty is gonna get the scooty?
something like that here. Anyway, down goes Mylon, and yeah, that again, Xalde has done all kinds of prep here, and is looking good. Setting battle speed 3. It's his race to lose at this point. My heart's really breaking if this turns out to be adamant. Okay, just an apple.
All right, where are you going to go from here, Fried Potato? You have a couple options still.
Thinking about it, going to Chocobo Forest, that unfortunately means...
I believe it's Harp.
It's Harp.
That's one I think you reset out of as soon as he sees Assault Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, as soon as you see the Assault Gauntlet, you're definitely nope out of there. Unfortunately, yeah, he's 100% committed to Fading Tower, and unfortunately that Tower Key, that's the one thing I don't completely agree with, but I mean, I can't really question most of the decisions because they are ones I probably would have made other than fading that tower.
Yeah, Wylum, that is a good point. Could be metagaming a little bit, thinking if it is tower, there'd already be a dot done.
Yeah, that was good game knowledge to know that there is indeed a black chocobo in that particular chocobo forest that will still get you over to where you need to be for that Twin Harp check.
Yeah, but look at, the progress that Fried Potato has done in this. Did a sub 10 item egg grind and is still sub 130 for basically checking everything.
Yeah, and might go a smidge over $130 here, but this is at least a check everything, if not a true 18 out of 18 or even 27 out of 27. But anyway, here's a Lichomus here, a little blast from the past here. I know we've seen him quite a bit, but always good to go back to our roots here.
Yep, unfortunately that first nuke gonna get the whiff, but hopefully we can start getting some damage out here.
And the counter does go straight to that Rydia and does one-shot her there, so it is getting to be a little unfortunate here in terms of... And, a mistargeted life potion as well. Yeah, the fight has not started exactly great here, but again, Xalde does have some extra time here, so may have just been thinking, okay, this is a nuke, I need to put it on my Reflect character here, and wait a minute, that's a life on Kane. There's the reset out of that, and oh no, the package now.
Committed to the fade.
Hi, Rosa. Where were you the rest of the seed?
Hiding behind that moon package.
Anyway, here we go. The nukes are now coming out here. I mean, the package was on the moon, so... Again, I get it.
Fortunately, this is a long check to, get there. So, is going to have to go through this cutscene, wait for Titan to break the world apart. Meanwhile, we've got Lichomus over here for Xalde. Nukes are flying. Whites have flown.
Yep. It does look like Xalde is going straight for pure Reflect here, so again, it just kind of comes down to how the second Big Bang, because I don't think enough damage has been done to get by that second Big Bang, so is going to have to weather one more and is tossing the crystal right now to nerf that Big Bang as well.
Yeah, going with the safe play here, making sure that these lower HP characters can get through this. So we'll see where this nuke flies.
Yep, Callum does live through that counter nuke, does get a Cure 3 lobbed onto him before the second Big Bang goes off. here it is. I do believe that crystal was in the right frame of time there to be properly nerfed, but let's see. It was not. Wow, that's a high roll. And okay, well, this is what Fried Potato needs, because I'm fairly certain this white doesn't have it even at 7,700 damage. And yep, more turns are coming out here, and it is up. Then there's Karate as our boss in the Baron Inn. Now, might be able. Oh, none of his black hole, so we're gonna have to throw another Star Veil. And this is actually best possible case for Fried Potato, who is flying around the world, desperately thinking, "What have I fated? What do I need to do?" And is picking up the hovercraft, going to go check KQE. Has Fried Potato forgotten about the tower?
I don't know, and that very well could be the thing here. I guess we'll find out if he checks the spot and heads to the giant.
Yeah, that's kind of a heartbreaking. Yeah, sticking to the plan of fading tower, but that's heartbreaking. There's quad 9s from that nuke, and now we're in the territory of where this Lichimus should be falling in short order here.
Yeah, this Lichimus is not long for this world. The party's back up and healthy, barring another freaky big bang.
Yep, and he is shaking, but I think this white and at least that nuke from Palom are going to go off, and I think that's going to be enough. Yep, there it is. There's the crack. There's the boom. There's the down goes Lichimus. And at an official time of 1:28:04, we do have our winner xalde, and we'll see if we can get him in the race into the interview room here real quick.
And while we're waiting on xalde, we do have Fried Potato heading up to that King Queen spot. Knows that's Asura and the Rubicante spot, so it's just gonna come up here and peek this spot as well.
And yep, that is xalde. We have just been joined by xalde, the winner of this race here. GG.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever watched Legally Blonde before, but at the end when Elle wins her case and everyone in the room's just going odd, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I never expected this to happen.
I did not expect that reference. But no, otherwise it was still a very well played game here. In terms of you just found exactly what you needed, and Fried Potato is finally saying, "Let's go to the tower here." Unfortunately, and that's the biggest thing here. You did have a bit of a lead wall to wall there. It wasn't huge up until the time where you did the tower, and Fried Potato went elsewhere, including base checking the entire moon, and is still kind of going through that there. But also, as the thing is, you did wait to take your grind until you had your go mode, actually. And Fried Potato did do like about 26 sirens, got everybody up to the nuke before kind of just running around and clearing things there. What was was that your plan to begin with?
My original plan was to keep Tella, and then once I pretty much had the party I was happy with. I was originally going to stick with the Porum, Kane, Palom, Rydia, and as soon as I found Darkness, I was going to just D-machine grind right away to get everyone up to nuke. But I never found that darned Darkness crystal, and then when I found the Edge, plans started changing, and then after I did Tower, I just grabbed Sirens and went from there. Also, I don't know why I chose to ditch Kane when Edge came along and keep the Tella. I don't know why I did that. I'm sure I had reasons.
Maybe you wanted to just keep your options open.
That was probably it. I think I was still thinking D-machine grind, and so I was just thinking, oh no, gotta keep Tella, gotta keep the D-machine, and then after I exited Dwarf Tower, I was like, what?
Yeah, and Fried Potato getting the news that it was Wyvern in the tower room with the super cannon all along.
That's how my first like dozen, well, half dozen qualifiers went. I felt like I'd made all the wrong checks and last locationed everything. So the the feeling that I almost feel like I god routed this thing, except for like the darkness at the end, just floors me. And
Yeah,
I hope I keep this luck next week when I'm going against Pancraz.
Yeah, you routed this really well. You only had the one extra check with the twin harp. Were there any considerations of leaving that alt gauntlet, or once you saw it, you just committed to being in there?
When I saw that, when I saw that alt gauntlet, my fingers were over the reset button, but I had to commit to it because I had to follow through. If it was value, then good for me, because it's a slim possibility that Fried Potato would have skipped the alt gauntlet because of it. And I also kind of said to myself, oh yeah, that's just part of my grind. 10 keyed items, double experience. Sure, that's XP grind right there, easy.
Yeah, that was the big thing. I mean, it came down to the fact that, I mean, once you just cracked one egg and you had access to that edge, I mean, you had Quack Kid online, you had a Leviathan Iridia online. I mean, and Kane and Edge could chip in with the Berserk from Forum at any time. It's one of those points where you could just kind of keep checking things, and you didn't really need to sit on a grind until you absolutely needed it, which you did.
Yeah, once I hit Underground, my priority in my head is I just want to get Quack Kid and then just start doing my objectives. Did the Dwarf Castle, and then I feel like I gambled. I felt like the going into Luca right after Dwarf was a huge gamble, and I got really lucky that I was Kelbrenna there. I don't know if I would have been able to survive other bosses at that area.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you trouble bosses like Val and Kanyatso were already off the board, at least at that point there. Goldes would have been a little bit weird, but you'd have Piggy Strats available there too. So yeah, I actually liked that play because there was a lot you were still ready for, as I will say, Fried Potato does have a crystal in hand now and is making his way off to the moon here. Did not find that pass because that pass was behind that pan, which was behind that wyvern there, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So we are going to see that there. The big thing is now it was still pretty much a race up at that point, even when Fried Potato was face checking lunar bosses. Just because that was when you were in the grind, and Fried Potato's grind was done already at that point. So unfortunately, it just came down to bonking off of everything that wasn't that tower check. And unfortunately, while the fight at the Ribbon Room was absolutely free because, hey, we found King Queen Evelyn, the Earth Crystalline package both got checked.
Oh no.
Yeah, and we're just seeing.
Oh no, that's and we do know that D-Mist was on the Crystal Sword altar. And unfortunately, due to the spoiler that we just saw on the log there, guess where our adamant was?
On good old Rydia's mom.
Yes.
Bless her soul. I love you to death and to kill you. Wait, did Rydia's mom have adamant last time? I know D-Mist was value last game.
I do not recall there, but I have seen a lot of free Enterprise in the past few days, so it very well could be.
Yeah, once I got done with most of my underground checks, and I was trying to decide between Baron or to do Harp, that's when I started thinking, oh, maybe I should do a D-Mist hunt, because that could be a possibility, especially since I never found the Darkness Crystal at that point. I was tempted when I got to Toria just to do Crystalless Zot Tower check just to face check for a D-Mist, or even go to the Hook route and face check for a D-Mist.
I mean, I was, how long was I calling for a She D-Mist? Quite a while.
There was about at least a good 20-minute period where you were looking for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so Xalde, you've punched your ticket to the next round. How you feeling about hitting to the top 32 in this event?
I'm excited to once again make it to the top 32 of a race. I think in the Lalai Ho League I got to 32 and faced my demise to Couch. I'm so excited to at least, I guess, somewhat get some sort of self-confidence that maybe I'm not entirely bad, that I can make a shallow run in the brackets. But I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to face Pancraz, and that's just going to be a blowout. And I apologize in advance for losing to him by 20 minutes or more.
I will say, as one of the people that were one of the speed bumps in Pancraz's way in the Lolly Ho League, well, maybe not a speed bump. I did get a game off of him, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, there is absolutely no shame in however you do against Pancraz, because he is kind of, again, it's just go in and, I hesitate to say gamble, but I mean, it's the one thing. Have some confidence and just get in there, and if you don't think he's gonna do X, just get in there and give him your best game, and you might walk away from it still.
That's what I have to do. It's like kind of like what I said last game. I think when I'm going against Pancraz, I'm just gonna have to do the absurd gambles and hope for some sort of value, because I cannot win him against execution contest if we all do the same checks. I need to find that golden ticket, that beautiful, wonderful route that Pancraz is not going to check to try to get me some sort of a edge over him. But I have absolutely no confidence to make it past the next round. I'm just happy to make it this far at the very least. And when do I get my T-shirt that I faced Pancraz and all I got was his T-shirt?
I'm still waiting on mine.
Well, he is in chat, and he just said that, now he's changing his strategy to go to the moon at level 5.
Yeah, except all the games I've played, the moon's always haunted. So yes, please do that. Go to moon at level 5, do all the moon checks, chase all that jazz, and let me have my Earth, and we'll be happy.
Yeah, I will say, though, you have made it to the top 32, and making it to the top 32 in any tournament, you're good. Let's just say that. You played this, I mean, we can't say anything about, routing, although that was good too. But, yeah, you make it this far, you're good.
Oh, thank you. I almost suffer from an Asuka inferiority complex where I can't imagine that I'm actually any good at all. So I need other people to tell me.
I mean, you want anybody here. I mean, I will tell Asuka to her face that she's better than she thinks in this game, too. But, I mean, yeah, it's, I mean, anybody playing in this tournament, I mean, even if you went out in the last round, you came in and, I mean, it's the whole thing where you're playing some people who play this for a while, but you will be like anybody off the street who just comes in here and you're getting better. Trust me, you are definitely getting better.
Well, it's like I tell my students, you don't get better if you don't practice, and these tournament races are definitely great practice.
Yep. So I will be happy to watch if I am not playing at the same time, but again, congratulations on making it to the round of 32. And give your next opponent, because even Pancraz was saying, hey, I'm not done with my opponent yet here, nothing is decided, and that's a great face.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got one more thing to say before going to bed, because 4:30 in the morning Central Time is going to come way too early.
Yes.
Thank you to the 3, maybe 4 people that believed in me in the brackets, and sorry for busting everybody else's bracket for this round.
Oh, take no prisoners. Do it again. take out everybody's winner next round if he makes it,
And as part of my winner's high, enjoy 5 free gift subs, Free Enterprise. I love everything that you do. I love the community. I love how you really helped me get into streaming to begin with, and just keep encouraging me to be a better player. So, yeah.
Well, GG's to you. We do look forward to seeing you in the round of 32, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, you two.
Yep, and GG again. Thank you very much.
Yep, bye.
And just to get in on this Aromas fight, now, mind you, that was an unnerved Big Bang that just came through. However, the important people, Edge and Forum, both lived through that. So recovery is coming up here. Did see that was a that was a black hole that just went off here. So the Veil does need to come up back here, but is going to jump back into those reflex strats here. It's going to bounce the slow. That's not going to nerf the Big Bang, unfortunately, but
looks like he's going in with a nerf elsewhere, though. With
okay, going in with a nerf on the crystal there. That works there.
gonna go for the Asura. 2 out of 3 times, every time. Oh.
Unless you get counter nuked in the face. However, this is like the last one, and oh wow, oh yeah, that was nerfed by the crystal. Duh. Yeah, well nerfed, and I'm just bad at picking up on that. But there's the virus, which still does say we are in phase 1 there, so we are seeing some reflected magic still going out here. And yeah, again, as long as that forum and that edge are still standing at any one point in time, this fight is still salvageable at any point in time.
Yep, and it looks like we just got to get this party member back online. Palom is freely nuking, so shouldn't be too far. Another black hole though, and I think he's out of Star Veil, so he's gonna need to rely on Porum to get this wall up.
Yep, and that's the. Oh, it is getting a bluff on Palom. Cheeky little bluff there, which I love here. See if we can get some quad 9s coming out from those nukes here. Should be able to get both Rydia and Palom's nukes off before that next big bang drops here.
Here's Rydia's nuke as well.
Still no shake yet. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I mean, with that shake, Porum might actually be able to get a cheeky. No, he's just going to go straight for the white spell. I don't know if that's going to go off before the big bang here. I can't remember the timing here. But I might try to get that Rydia back up and online here. Oh, it's going to throw the crystal up. No, oh, yeah.
No.
So this is unnerfed, and Edge is likely going to live through this, and oh no. That's no good.
Ooh, unfortunately, just the Wombo there with the Big Bang coming out early.
Yep, and I'm gonna say some kudos here because this is a point where a lot of people would be frustrated and just tossing the towel, and Fried Potato is going to give us a finish here. So
Yep.
My hat is completely off to that right now.
Yep, he has lowered the battle speed, going right back in, and is going right back into this fight.
Yep, and it was a little bit of bad luck on some of those nukes as well here. Some of those counter nukes as well, and that really getting hit before that Asura came out, as well as a few other things. So yeah, just a little bit more luck and a little bit of adjustment of the battle speed, and yeah, we're ready to do this again, and Fried Potatoes should get through this sea fight.
And if you haven't done so, please give our runners a follow. They have been putting on an excellent race for us here tonight. We'll get them up here, but yeah, please do. They've been running really well, persevering through the seed. So make sure you get those follows out.
And again, another shout out to our restream team here. We do have Scorian here on the restream. We have Neon Gray here on the tracking, and everybody who just makes this possible, especially our admin team behind the scenes. As much as most of our runners just run off and try to get them more work by making all these races that have 4-6 second things that we have to continually review. We love you all, and thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah, we have the easy job just sitting up here and talking about people running, making it sound like we know what we're doing. The hard work is being done 15 minutes ago. So it's been really great to, see two very good runners get through this as well as they did. Round 2, though. See if we can get a little bit better RNG here, and let's get this Lichimus down.
Yeah. All we should do is just, seriously, just cast Quake at him until he, falls through. Oh, wait, this is not Final Fantasy 1, never mind.
and you mispronounced it, it's cake.
It is cake, yes. That is absolutely correct. I always just thought it was really funny that you could use what is basically an earth spell to kill the Fiend of the Earth.
Final Fantasy 1 is a weird and funny game, but we are watching Final Fantasy 4 here with a Final Fantasy 1 boss. You know, we've got the crystal flying out, counter nuke, hitting our forum.
That's a...
Oh, wow.
That, as I thought, that was a well-defended forum there, and that is a spicy, extremely spicy counter nuke there. But yeah, this is definitely actually the play here, and this is one of the things, like, on a Zeromus fight, you've seen the shake, and I've seen a lot of players kind of go a little panic mode here and do something like throw a light potion at that forum right now, which is actually not the play, because I mean, you're just wasting a turn at that point there. You might queue it up. This is battle speed 6, so Kane might throw that a little bit early, but what you're going to try to do is get that forum up immediately after the Big Bang, but keep everybody else moving. Keep those, because those two nuke casters right now are your primary means of offense. Unfortunately, she's going to get up and go right back down, unfortunately. But that's more of a BS6 timing thing, so that's, you can't really say anything about that. I would have trouble kind of timing that on BS6 as well here. But anyway, Big Bang does go out, and you just want to keep it going, because what you just don't want to see on a Zeromus fight is you don't want to get into a loop where you're not doing any damage here. And you just need to actually kind of keep the pressure up on him, and you just don't want to get into a revive heal loop. You just need to kind of keep a little bit of control over the fight, be it a berserker still going or just anything. You just need to be pushing that fight forward.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, that was also a second really high roll Big Bang, even for the nerf. That was like almost an 1100 damage Big Bang on that forum.
Yeah, that was a little nuts there. I thought this forum was actually really well defended, at least in terms of magic evade rolls. This could be some, unfortunately, horrendous luck here, but again, it has kept the Column and Rydia just straight up dropping nukes here, and that is pretty much what you kind of have to do a little bit on these reflex strategies. You do need to throw a little bit of caution to the wind as well, and because you only need to deal that roughly about 63,000 damage there. I'm a little probably off my exact number, but that's about roughly where you need to be to drop him, and if you're fast enough, you might be able to shove all that damage in before you get to that second Big Bang, which is ideal. Now, with that forum being dead, that's a little bit of a harder order to really come up with, but...
Yeah, and also, unfortunately, getting low rolls on these nukes, where we haven't really seen anything over, 65, 7,000. So while that's, typically average, you would like to have seen maybe an 8 or a 9,000 as well. So these getting some low rolls here on this, which is really slowing things down for Fried Potato.
Yeah, but I would also say that is kind of like one of my biggest forms of advice for anybody who's kind of a little bit newer playing this game, is sometimes it is like when you're fighting a Zeromus, sometimes it's just better to let a character stay down for a while so you can keep everybody else alive. 3 members topped off and ready for a Big Bang is far better than 5 members who are all going to drop to the next Big Bang. Anyway, there's the boom, and that's a dead Lichimus right there. GG to Fried Potato, finishing up at a 149.58. And we'll see if, yep, I do believe we are joined by Fried Potato. How you doing?
Hey, GG.
GG.
What a seed. I kind of gamed myself. I felt like if it was where it ended up being, that I would have already lost way earlier than actually losing. So
we were hoping for you, because I mean, what it was coming down to actually was when you went to, because you took that KQE at the Ribbon Room, which I totally get, because that's fast there, and I believe you took like one more boss there. Yeah, Bahamut, that was it. And then you just started face checking everything, and while you were face checking everything, Xalde was still in grind at that point. And we are just like, go to the tower, because we know he's got it. And it's just like, and to be fair, I can't blame you, because you went and you took what you got off the moon and checked it, and to be fair, that's like any good moon play. If you're looking for something and you've been to the moon, check what you found on the moon first. So
Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
get what you did.
After I got Earth and Package, that was every boss spot in the game open to me. So
Yep.
that's kind of when I shifted gears a little bit because I still needed both parts of the forge.
Yep.
I should have gone back, or I should have cleared the tower before I left and left absolutely nothing underground. It's not like it would have taken me very long.
Yeah.
After the grind, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a hard required tower with both the Legend Sword
Oh my goodness, yeah.
and Wyvern being a part of it there. We did see the spoiler log already, and I'm not sure if you looked at it or not, but unfortunately, you did run into where the, I mean, you kind of had to, but that demon, the Crystal Sword altar was your adamant.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't have been that terrible with the spells, but
I will say
last speed.
I personally apologize because I believe I caster cursed you there because I
absolutely
I said right before I'm like, okay, the thing he does not want to run into is Demas, and the next thing you're just walking up there, I'm like, oh, well, there's Demas.
Yeah. That was one extra weight on my mind a little bit. And the boss locations all being accessible really like made me feel okay with face checking. I just went to the wrong place.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, the other one big question I wanted to ask you there is, you were definitely first to the grind. You basically saw that edge, and you are like, okay, we are stealing 30 sirens, and we're doing it right now.
We're just going to do 30 sirens in a dream, because I knew everything else was down there. I mean, Dwarf Castle to clear, I had already done that, and, you know, no matter what Seal Cave was, at that point I knew, you know, 30 sirens in a dream would take care of it. I'd already seen Val. The only thing that would really, like, maybe, but at that point with Edge and Kane too, I felt pretty good no matter what boss I was going to see anywhere. And then it turned out to be all the freest possible things. I'm like, I could have done this all pre-grind, all of it, and, you know, maybe done a few less sirens because the beginning of the grind was a little,
Yeah, and yeah, that's kind of the, I mean, and the thing is there's sometimes the right answer and sometimes the wrong answer, and I don't think it was honestly either. Because, I mean, if you find, you know, things you're not prepared to deal with up there, then, you know, you've wasted that time, but, you know, it's that question of grind or go, and it's never really going to be completely answered.
Yeah, with these flags, I really feel like just as soon as you have a good party and a grind option that's open to you, just do it, because it's gonna speed up almost everything else. In this case, it didn't actually. I could have, like, you could have had go mode before any sort of grind with minimal issues because of what the bosses were. So it didn't really pay off this time, but in general, I find it's the more safe and sure way to go.
Yep. Yeah. With that, unfortunately, that was the last match here of your Highway to the Zemus Zone 4. Again, it was a wonderful run, and hey, I mean, just making especially 24 seed in the in that top there. God, I'm running out of words right now. But yeah, I mean, you did well to get this far, and unfortunately, we just kind of have to let way too many people go here just to get down to the champion. But yeah, it was wonderful watching this race, and anytime I've been watching you in particular, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting seeing everybody kind of go forward from here. And again, I can't thank you enough for just coming here and putting on a show for everybody.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for the comms and the tracking and the restream and just the tournament organization in general. It's been awesome. I didn't expect to participate, let alone do as well in the qualifiers as I ended up doing. So I'm taking that as a win. As I told my opponent, my ladder record does not necessarily indicate my overall skill of this game. There's a lot of flag sets and a lot of different ways to tweak it, which is one of the reasons I love playing it. And so it is not easy to be good at all of it. So I definitely look forward to watching the rest of the races going forward. And I wish Xalde good luck moving forward.
Well, GG's as well. You ran an excellent race, like Knight said. It was, you know, unfortunately you committed to the fade, and it just didn't pay off this time. And you know, and otherwise, really well run, to sub 2 hour for how much that you did. Really does show a testament to your skill. So, hopefully we'll be seeing you in more events coming up, more ladder as well.
I definitely plan to stick around and participate in more events.
And we'll be absolutely happy to see you when that time comes. So, yeah, one more GG, and Zemus Zone 5 or whatever our tournament is.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll definitely hope to see you there.
Rock on. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
And that means while our time here on Free Enterprise channel is coming to a close, it does not mean this is the end of Highway to the Zemus Zone 4 for you. We have another match ongoing over at RPG Limit Break. It is Game 2 versus Possum Morpheus and Zoe Vermillion. They are underway, so we're going to be kicking this party over there. Do want to say thanks to Nightdew for commentating with me tonight. Escorian for rolling the seed, making everything look good. Neon Gray doing the tracking. And if you haven't done so, please give the runners a follow as well.
Yep. Thank you very much. And like I said, we're heading off to RPG Learn Break, and we'll see you over there. Have a good night, everybody.
Remember, no spoilers for the race that's over there and for this race when we get there. Otherwise, we will see you over.